These are a really exciting games, so yeah, you could put them in.
Right, next week, depending on how this week shakes out, is where all the excitement is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like if the Vipers can like really play spoiler to the Flamingos or Chocobos.
So here's the thing: we can't knock the Chocobos out of the playoffs. They're
You can't
going
knock
to
us
make the
out of
playoffs.
Yeah, you can't knock us
Like-
out of the playoffs either. It's determining who between the Chocobos and the Flamingos get the top seed.
No, I think the Chocobos can if the Rush win out, or the Aliens win out, and the Coyotes win out, and the Chocobos lose out.
No, it would just take the. It would really just take the Rush winning out, but here's the thing: they'd also have to make up 26 points of point differential as well.
Which
I
they
haven't
can
looked
do.
at head-to-head though. I haven't looked at head-to-head.
Yeah, I think right. I haven't looked at head-to-head either. I haven't looked at any of the tiebreakers. I think next, I'll be honest, I'm rooting for the Rush and I'm rooting for the Aliens, just because I want to see that game happen, which would be wild.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for the Flamingos.
Yeah, of course you are.
So if the Chocobo win this, they clinch a playoff spot.
Yes.
We can say that.
For sure.
Which is good.
Wait, why? What the fuck?
The Chocobos should have a new kicker once they update their stuff.
Yep, but they didn't this week.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'll take it.
Yeah, they had waiver claim priority over me.
Suck it.
So did the Rush. No, I know the Rush didn't.
The Rush did also try to get him. No,
Also,
it's like
we added a new defender.
Yeah.
An inactive linebacker. But if you look at how bad our defense has been lately, I'm still really excited about that.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like I got an inactive offensive line, and if I can update him, that's like actually fantastic.
Oh, look at that. Shaq recreated.
Again?
Again?
Artem Maxinovich, the 27th.
I'm surprised he stuck around this long, I'll be honest.
Wait.
I've kind of given up on him.
I mean, like, I gave up
There
on
are
him
very
after he
few
left
people
the
who
Crabs
haven't.
that time.
He created a pitcher named Broken Toenail.
Is it spelled in a funny way?
It's a Bob Gibson play, I know that.
All right, well, we're on stream, guys.
So let's talk this game.
All right, everyone, we are prepared for the last two games of the season, looking for some great playoff seeding here. The Vipers versus Chocobos has some very strong implications for the Chocobos' potential to take the top seed versus the Flamingos. However, the experts largely believe that this might finally be the game where Rocket Man breaks out and stops getting sacked every play.
This is true. I think this is the Chocobos' game. It's the Vipers' game to lose. The Chocobos are the underdogs despite having the stronger record. Just because of how their roster is constructed.
I think the game will be entirely determined by whether or not the Vipers can stop you.
And we're playing up a launch pad,
I believe that they can...
I feel like you're blinded by the fact that they've won 7 times as many games as us, which... Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, Rune's the second best running back in the league right now, and I think that if the Vipers' defense is able to slow Rune down to like 5 yards a carry, I think their passing attack is better than the Chocobos by enough to win them the game. I think that'll determine.
That's a great return.
Oh, we went back to the side view?
No, I gotta change it. I gotta click.
Okay.
Wow.
Rune with breaks off a beautiful run. Okay, there we go. Another toss back to Rune, and Rune gets tackled. Is that a first down? Do they
just quite
right?
The refs were paying attention and didn't allow Rune to crawl across the ground to get extra yards.
Look at Rune go.
As he crawls across the ground and gets quite a few extra yards.
Look,
Ronan
if
his first pass
to crawl on all fours to get extra
with a
yards.
pick.
Oh!
A fantastic interception.
We
the
call that
Vipers
the
with
Ronan
some clutch
special.
defense. Rocket Man with a fake handoff sees his passing target down lane and makes a fantastic one-play touchdown to Ozark. A costly mistake for the Chocobos leads to a fantastic touchdown and an extra point.
And that's, I think, what this week is going to show is that in the past you could get away with essentially making costly turnovers at very little cost, and I think now teams are going to start to punish them for it.
The turnover battle really is starting to matter a lot more. All right.
Nate, to
Sapporo.
answer your question, we tested air raid. We're not ready yet.
Jackson gets some fantastic
We
yardage.
we just didn't have the blocking for it.
The lack of blocking is really their biggest problem. Rune breaks off.
Wow.
That's a touchdown. Rune just outruns the defender.
Smithers
Rune says
Lockington
anything we
nearly
can do, I
keeping
can
up.
do better.
All right. Body McBotterson with the extra point.
Kick is good.
Oh, and it's good. That's a bit of a surprise. It was almost high winds, dude, but, you know, we're fine. Body McBotterson only manages to put it at like the 18-yard, and then Banks returns it near, like, close enough to midfield. The Vipers looking for another large passing. Oh, they hand it off to Noble, who gets tackled. Fortunately, falls forward, avoiding a large loss. Rocket Man steps back. Short
Man,
Finds
pass to
Noble on a good
for
button
first
hook.
down. Yards after catch really is such an important thing to get on your team, and they're
He
managing
finds
it.
Noble.
Finds Noble again.
I think this is already a top 3 game in passing yards for Rocket.
That's not a challenge for him.
Wow.
Oh, what a fantastic outside route. The
This is
Chocobos
fucking
defense-
phenomenal.
The Chocobos backfield just can't keep up. Oh, that was
That was a little dicey.
accuracy meta, boys. And a huge boot of a kick.
So
putting
here's
it
the thing.
10 yards
My
further.
other simile character is a pitcher, so I think this one's trying to paint the corners
And the other one's
hasn't figured out that that's not a good thing in football.
It's
Yeah,
not
that'll
high
be
winds.
the show when I'm playing my pitcher. Sometimes I'll just throw 4 seams down the middle, and if I'm not getting strikes.
In fact, if you look at my pitcher this year, it actually makes a lot of sense that my pitcher is throwing them right down the middle, and my kicker is painting the corners.
Long outside.
That would
pass.
explain
Ooh.
both of their stats.
No, Nate, it is low winds today. We have actually 0 high wind games going on. We have
Rune with a big first down run, though.
0 games with high winds. We have a game with bright sun and low winds, a game with rain and no winds, and then we have a game with both low winds and rain.
And he
Oh,
finds
Rune.
Rune.
What a block! He
You know,
didn't
but-
even face his man. He turned backwards and said, "Take this butt."
Body McBotterson makes the extra point again. What a fantastic kick for him. You know, I think the difference we're seeing right now before endurance might affect things is while the Vipers' passing attack is more lethal, the Chocobos are more consistently able, like they have
Yeah.
a more consistent outlet to get a first down just by handing it off to Rune.
Although Noble's no slouch.
Noble is putting up a fine effort, but has been used more as a receiver than a runner this game.
And by the way, I don't have a good pitcher, just to end any confusion.
Yeah, his
No, I
pitcher
think he's
sucks.
talking. I think he's talking to Jose.
Another good run from Noble, leaning into the run game, hopefully to free up some space for the passing. Rocket Man hands it off to Noble, but Noble gets stuffed for
C9. Pitcher war is not a useful stat.
Yeah, look at Whip, my dude.
No, look at FIP.
No one stat for pitchers means shit.
FIP is the stat.
Look at your ERA plus and ignore what it actually counts.
I'm gonna defer to the semi-professional. Are you a professional pitcher? A semi-professional pitcher, AC?
Ooh, 42
Me?
yarder for me.
I'm
Yeah.
amateur.
42-yarder? No,
Dude, I play
boys,
an adult. I
it's
play
good.
in an adult league for recreation. I pay to play baseball.
Oh, okay. Here, I thought you.
A
And
fantastic
right
long
now,
field.
I'm paying to watch our season dwindle away.
Yeah, are they refunding you for that?
I hope so.
Oh, the blocking game gets dirt and extra yards. What a fantastic return.
Their returns have been solid. They've
Our
made
special
with
teams
the
are
long
really
passes
good.
through
Look at
defenders.
Rune
It's
is
gone.
gone.
Go.
To end the first quarter, another beautiful touchdown run for Rune.
So, someone mind looking up what the record for most points scored in a game is, because that may be relevant.
By a single player or by a team?
In this league
By a
or
team.
in general?
I think we need to look at the. I think we need to look at the game from last week because I think that one was the record with the Coyotes and the Flamingos.
That's a good candidate.
I believe that was like 42.
I'm just saying we're We're at 38 points in the first quarter.
What a pass to Woods.
I think we're going to see things slow down once a lot of the receivers and the runners are slower because of the endurance. I think it'll be harder.
You say
for them
that,
to
but
break
bear
away.
in mind, endurance hits defenses first.
I just feel like when everyone's an idiot, the defense seems to do better.
So Woods has 2 completions, which I think is 2 more than he has all season.
What?
Wow.
I thought he had
my
him.
God.
That would have been
Rocket
beautiful.
Man with the rocket hand.
With the rocket in the background.
And thanks, by the way, Nate. So it looks
Oh,
Wow.
Ozark for another beautiful long touchdown. And another extra point attempt.
this is wow.
Fortunately, despite the fact that he can't seem to hit anything to the middle, he didn't shank it.
I know. I'm like an inch away from hitting that right pole on every kick.
It's like you're trying to shoot like high inside against a righty every time. Durden doesn't get the blocks he got on the last run, but what an offensive duel. Neither team has the defense to stop the passing attack.
Yeah.
Rune goes flying as a helicopter to get the first down.
Yeah, Rune got fucking bodied.
Oh, that's
Wow.
Oh my God, Rune is everything for the Chocobos right now.
For a second, I thought Rune was still in the backfield. Next thing I know, Rune catches that for a touchdown.
How can anyone
Oh, we
else-
have a miss.
Yo, it's high winds, dude.
Making it a
Thank
3-point
you.
game.
Hello?
Oh, Jag has joined.
Hey, Jack.
Hello?
We need only 2 more touchdowns to break the scoring record,
That's crazy.
and we're still early in the first half.
Rocket Man with a
Or early in the
massive
second quarter, right?
overthrow. Oh, a flag against the offense. That's unfortunate.
This has been our first flag of
Considering
the night.
passing prowess of both teams, 20 yards is not insurmountable.
It's high winds, dude.
Yo,
Second
Tanobo,
flag, though. This
another
might come
flag.
back.
Does the flag pull it back, or is
I-
this a massive touchdown? Is it against the defense?
I think it's going
It's
to be
against the offense. Oh no!
For
Dude,
fuck's
it's
sake.
high.
You're gonna get a lot of holding penalties when your offensive line can't hold the other.
I like to think that high
Third
winds
one
are
of the-
penalties.
Third one in a row.
Oh,
But I think
Oh,
this
an
one's going to be
interception.
declined.
costly.
Asado. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Keep
First
pushing
and
them
40, guys.
Keep pushing them back.
All right, Roenick steps back, looks for a passing target,
got it right
throws
over the middle.
downfield, but it's just
Nearly picked.
nearly. Roenick needs to learn how to put just some velocity on the ball and not throw it too high. Oh, they hand it off to Rune, who just might have gotten a concussion there.
So I have a question about removing Body McBotterson. What are you replacing Body McBotterson with?
Body-
Body McBotterson the second.
Yeah, Body McBotterson Jr.
Yeah, it's... No, you have to
Rune
have
brings
a player.
Tackle, gets that first down. First and goal. Will that I mean that massive interception, the Vipers benefited early, but will the more recent of the
I
two
thought it
interceptions cost them their back and forth scoring? Roenick steps back, looks for a target, throws it
Finds
to
Durden.
who puts it on the goal line.
Puts it
and
in the
he
goal.
got a
It's a
touchdown.
touchdown.
Cross the plane.
He got his feet in the line.
That was a questionable one, but oh well.
Yo,
Kick is no good
it's
again.
high winds, dude.
It's high winds, dude.
It's not even high winds.
It's high winds, dude.
No, it's in quotes. The kicker's saying it.
Yikes.
Aaron Banks with an adamant attempt at a return, but Sapporo is up by more than a score. What a beautiful
Wow.
quick pass to Ozark.
And it's...
Is that his 3rd receiving touchdown?
I think it might be his second.
Hey, it's high winds, dude.
Yo, it's a massive... He finally hits it to a good spot. Good kick. It's a 2-point game. It is a safety game.
We have scored 64 total points in the first half.
Are we looking at a 100-point game?
And we are a field goal away from having more points this game. By the way, we are now at 60 points, our 2 games this week.
Roenick steps
Vipers.
back and just throws the most beautiful interception I've ever seen. It was
Guys, what's a
perfect.
defense?
It's something that we didn't build.
Something no team built because people need to create as defensive players.
The Rush tried. A beautiful pass to Banks. The Vipers' passing game really has evolved, but it's just their defense can't shut the other team out either.
So it's interesting that you say that because they actually did claim up free agent Dragon Master this week.
And that's probably offsides.
I don't know, it might be a holding.
It was
Nah,
right.
It was too early.
Against the defense.
They're going to decline it and take the better yardage.
I want offensive offsides.
Noble just gets a massive outside route to get the first down. 1st and 10, right 15 yards from the goal. Are we going to see another passing attempt, or are they going to run it down their throats? Or do they go for the meta field goal?
Don't tease me.
The first down field goal?
First down field goal, I'd call it. You're down
You
by
remember?
three-
I don't know
you're
if you
down
guys
by
remember
2
our
points.
first week of games. I was praying for first down field goals because
it
we
was a
gave
good
up so
touchdown.
many interceptions in the red zone.
It was a beautiful touchdown.
It was a
and
beautiful
nice-
touchdown, and
a
Sapporo still
perfect
cost the
extra
timeout.
point. I have not seen a prettier extra point. Moose Cop saying the Vipers are the best team in history is not sure what football you've been watching.
Maybe
I mean,
right now.
if you missed the first 9 games,
You
like
could make a
saying-
case.
okay with that statement.
Oh, Ruin breaks off a run to get a first down. Beautiful. Almost broke a second tackle there too.
Like, I
Another
think
toss
that's
back to
true.
Ruin gets more yards.
10 rushes, 206 yards. Fuck. Jimbo's got his work cut out for him. That's all I'm gonna say.
As
Ruin
Rune
with
breaks
another
away
break-off touchdown.
and
The
puts the...
Vipers' defense cannot
This game
contain the run.
is-
We have scored 78 points.
This game is a seesaw. It's just back and forth.
Yo,
It is good.
And it's
Good.
good.
how many points? Body McBotterson has missed 2 extra points this game.
Doesn't matter if you
Correct.
keep missing points. If every time you get the ball, it's either you haven't punted the ball once.
That is true, but it does
But
mean
2
that
turnovers.
it is important
Yes.
to note, however, that those extra point misses have put the Vipers in field goal range of a win.
Noble has-
just goes. But that field goal range difference could matter depending on
just
who
waiting to see what
gets
the
the
flag
last
is.
score.
Against
the
Jackson
offense.
Ellis.
Oh, fuck.
I think that honestly, at the pace this game is going, this last score wins. Banks with a beautiful play.
Banks is going to end the second half with a touchdown.
This is just amazing.
Yeah, I think that this game will just go to whoever scores last.
Probably. Or whoever gets the interception.
Yeah, assuming no massive
800
turnovers.
total yards.
In one half. Neither team, like the Chocobos don't have any pass blocking, and the Vipers just can't stop the run.
Wait, how did...
And neither team is faltering in their attack. It's a beautiful game.
So I have a question, because it said the Vipers had 0 turnovers, but we all saw the Asado pick.
My guess is because maybe there was a flag, it fucked it up.
The flag did...
That's the only thing
Yeah.
I can think of is that there was a flag on the play. It got declined, but
We might need to go back to 2 minutes per quarter, maybe. It's an option. We'll consider it.
I mean, let's watch the rush game before we jump to conclusions there.
Yeah, once every offensive lineman is forcibly made a defender.
It's a real possibility, and then we've got to
Noble
figure out what to do.
gets slowed down
O-line.
by his own teammates after attempting to break a tackle he didn't need to break, and then gets tackled by 3 guys behind him. Rocket Man with a gorgeous throw to Ellis. If they can score on this drive, it breaks the back and forth.
Yeah, it'd be the first 2-possession lead.
Oh, absolutely. What a terrible drop. You have to catch that.
Don't
Yeah.
tell me what I have to do.
Noble gets the ball, but gets tackled. 3rd and 5. They have to make this. I mean, they could get the field goal, but then that would make it an 8-point game.
Field goal, yeah, but you got to rely on them scoring and making it 2-point.
Woods!
Woods.
Woods! Is that a touchdown?
It
Yes.
is.
That's why
Wow.
you don't suplex the other team.
He got tackled
Rush.
like 2 yards forward into the end zone.
12.
This game is wild. 92 points have been scored.
And I'd just like to point out that I've set an extra point record.
This game has set all sorts of records.
Yeah, it's
This is gonna go down as one of the wildest games. This game in full will be on YouTube because it's just that good.
yeah. When the record was 64 points and we're already at 92, like this is not in the same tier.
We're seeing the
Yeah.
proper matchup of the two most lopsided teams.
So it's not just that we're specifically lopsided against each other because they're a run-based team and we have no defensive line. We're a pass-based team and they have a weak secondary. We're
Yes.
specifically weak against each other's strength.
Yeah, your defenses don't stop each other's offenses, and you're both explosive offenses, and it's turned into this massive scoring game. Rocket Man steps back.
But these extra points are
Target
gonna.
open.
Wow.
Oh, there were multiple deep targets open. If I were Rocket Man, I'd have gone for that far out right one. I trust his arm. This game, at least.
Yeah, I saw that about
This
the
game-
tank pull. Maybe we're gonna see. There's probably a lot of management stuff I want to do, so we'll see how it goes and how strict crazy
Yeah, there's
isolation
gonna be a
gets
lot of
me.
shit to discuss. And to be honest,
Oh,
given how far behind we are in wins, like
I don't-
Vipers with
Oh.
a potentially.
I don't know if the
costly
Vipers
interception.
want to play this toilet bowl game and possibly lose the first overall pick.
No, we should force the tank bowl. Rune with the ball. Doesn't break the tackle, but probably would have been tackled by the other guy if they had. Sapporo, that interception gives them a huge chance. Pass to Rune. Rune gets the first down. They are driving upfield. Short passes in the run game.
I will say this game has done a ton for the Vipers' possible retention.
Yeah, you want a case of a game. It's this one.
Yeah, to show like, hey, you know, we made a lot of mistakes, but we ended with a good.
Right.
Chocobos take the
Oh,
lead.
jeez,
Is it a one
I
or a
really
two?
didn't believe Varun was going to get a touchdown on that one. I'm
Whoever
sorry, it shut my brain.
loses this game can't even be disappointed. They have just put up 50+ points.
Challenge accepted.
You can be disappointed by losing a 50+
All right.
point game. It's called blaming the defense.
Fair point. Let me rephrase that. You can't be disappointed with how your offense performed.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of hoping we lose by like 1 or 2 points after I miss a field goal, so that they can be like, oh, it's all my fault.
Noble.
Because there's nothing I love more than
Look
seeing
at
a
Noble
team.
go.
If Noble had 90
Oh.
speed, that'd have been a touchdown. Rocketman looks for that target.
Asato's
throws
having
another
a
costly
crazy
pick
night.
to Asato. Rocketman refuses to win a game.
That was beautifully called.
Tank commit. Wow. But I think this is going to come back.
Denzel Jackson just another touchdown puts Sapporo up. Oh, against the offense, Body McBotterson refuses to not foul out.
Not a thing in football.
Yeah.
Should be.
Just
be.
basketball score doesn't mean it's basketball play.
If you get called for holding 4 times, you should just be fired permanently.
So Asato is having a crazy good night. We're talking about the offense and the defense. Asato has 3 picks.
Asato is the only player in the secondary that has made the Chocobos competitive in this, and it's just been when the pass is thrown to Asato interrupts it or
Oh.
makes it difficult. And Rocket Man just trusts his arm too much. He believes he can outplay. Oh my god.
Wow. But that might have been a nail in a coffin.
It seems both quarterbacks.
You say that,
refuse to
we're
win
still
games.
losing. I mean,
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Oh my
What
god.
a what a touchdown saving tackle there.
We've scored 106 points total. And it's the 4th quarter start.
Rocket Man handoff to Noble for the touchdown.
at this
Vipers
rate,
take
both
the lead.
teams may individually break the scoring record.
I feel like that's going to happen. Vipers put up their 59th point. Their kicker has not missed.
Part of me wants to just stop the stream so I can just save this video really fast and then resume the stream.
You will do no such thing.
Alright.
Colby is Mr. Automatic.
So I was going to have to download the video and clip it.
Handoff to Rune.
Oh,
Almost gone.
Rune fell on his ass.
Rune
I
just
don't even
got
know how that
punched in the
happened.
Rune just got punched in the stomach.
From behind, though.
Yeah, it was like a clothesline that went wrong.
Holy shit, we stopped Rune on a play.
That happens. Ronik.
Oh, he had the
Just-
other. Oh, he had the other target wide open.
Ronik, as it turns out, also needs LASIK eye surgery.
Rune-
Rune with a.
Oh.
They stopped Rune.
Stopped short. If I were the Chocobos, I'd go for it, but they're a bunch of cowards.
I mean, I completely get the logic. The way their offenses work and the fact that they're on.
Wow.
That was
What a
good
great punt.
No, that was shitty special teams.
Bit of column A,
I
bit of
count
column
those
B.
as one thing. Noble runs right into the defender, 2nd and 9 now. If I were the Vipers, I'd call for some They hand it to the body McBotterson fullback for 1 yard. 3rd and 8, they have one play. Noble
Ooh.
gets tackled before first down. Do they try to go for it? It looks like they're going to trust their defense for some reason.
Well, we're up. Why wouldn't we?
Yeah,
punt
there's
it?
no reason not to punt it here. Because if you screw this up, then you've got them right in touchdown range in the red zone, starting off down by 5.
I mean, look at it. They're further back than when they last had the ball. Like, this exchange was kind of a win, just not a big. I mean, they're 10 yards further back than when they punted
there
it.
goes Rune.
And he
Yeah,
says
that's
it
fine.
just gives Rune more yardage.
Yeah.
A punt is a turnover. It just puts them further back.
Rune has nearly 500 yards on the night.
I know.
And Sapporo is now up 2 points. A field goal by the Vipers. If this drive takes a long while, which they haven't managed to do, most of their drives end on quick, long passes.
And this bot is 80% on extra points.
This bot was just doing it. Noble, just, wow. His head looks like an orange, and it just got squished. And off to
really need
Noble
to put up
again.
points.
Outruns the defender. Oh, my God.
You guys want to know something funny?
Sure.
Wisconsin has deemed liquor stores essential businesses.
Same with Connecticut.
Well, don't liquor stores also sell, like, some foodstuffs?
And also, I'll be honest, as someone who's in isolation, man, I need those things to be open. Ooh.
Oh, what a costly interception from Rocket Man. The quarterback play has declined so dramatically since the first half.
Stamina's real.
Well, it wasn't exactly sustainable. I mean,
No.
It feels like endurance affects quarterbacks more than anyone else. Rune with a fantastic first down run.
if we can't stop them very quickly, it could be game over.
Ronik with a beautiful pass to Durden.
These first downs are going to kill Omaha on the timeouts.
Rune with a good run. If the Vipers remain within a touchdown of winning the game, they can win on one.
Ooh,
I know.
Rune.
flag.
If that's a defensive or offensive flag, that could determine the game.
Yeah,
Wow.
if this is on the
Well,
defense,
I mean, if it's a defense or offensive flag, what other fucking choices are there?
Special teams.
I get what you were saying.
Ronik. Oh,
Wow.
What a touchdown to put them up outside of a single possession, depending entirely on whether or not the bot makes the extra. He shanks it. It's high winds, dude.
It's
a
high
2-point
winds, dude.
conversion
It's high
ties the
winds,
game.
dude.
This is wild.
We are now in playoff level intensity. Can the Vipers manage to get a 2-point conversion on this drive to put it to overtime?
After first score.
Oh, pass to Woods out of deep, out of danger. What a
Yeah,
fantastic
from what
play.
looks like a sack.
Rocket Man knows how sacks feel and doesn't want more.
Wow.
Whoa!
Had that
You
been
could
a
just
little
see
more
Rocket
accurate.
Man's life flash before his eyes as 3 defenders break through his line.
It's like,
I've
I'm going to
never
miss
seen
that
that.
one, but I'm not going to miss that again.
Wow!
And he gets it.
And they're
2-point
going for
conversion.
2!
They have to.
I know
have
they
to go
do.
for 2. Rocket Man, throwing play, sees his man. 2
They get it!
points!
They get the 2
The
point
game
conversion!
is
Wow.
And I just
55
point out
seconds
that was
remaining.
probably the worst person to throw it to, too.
And
He
it
made
worked.
though.
I'd just like to point out that Rocket Man has not been in chat.
He's winning because he's not shit on it. Oh, Rune decides to win the game, depending on if this is an offensive flag.
I feel like this is
So-
coming
Yeah.
back.
So bear in mind, this
The
wouldn't
defense!
end the game.
No!
All right, really, how have both of those been on us?
Just shitty luck.
We just have 30 seconds to get a touchdown.
Which is totally feasible.
It's doable for your team. A 2-point conversion would even win you the game. Does your
Yeah,
coach
you
have
don't go for the
balls to
2
call?
here.
No. If you're a coach with balls, you call for the 2 and hand it to Noble.
Oh, I don't know.
I would go for the kick.
How many yards does Rocket Man have?
A lot. A pass to Woods, does that get the first down? Honestly, the downs don't matter.
No, it's all time. We've got one timeout and they're not calling.
Pass out
Noble
to
runs
Noble.
in. I'd call the timeout right here.
Oh my god, this is your last
They're
flag?
not going to call it.
That's ballsy. That is...
Unless Noble breaks
And
a
they're-
lot of tackles,
Wow.
that's the game.
And that's what we call an Alex pass.
That was an insane game.
Okay,
So, who's taking the
Oh,
screenshots of the...
fuck.
I'm going to just pull out my calculator.
Can someone just take a screenshot of this one first and just post it in general chat, please?
That was 1,467 total yards.
So for the record, I was 1 for 1 on field goals and 7 for 7 on extra points.
Mr. Automatic plays a fantastic game as kicker, but
And we lost.
Yes. Colby, are you able to do the stats for the stat team?
I can.
That'd
if
be
you look
awesome
at
if
the
you could.
passing versus rushing yards, it really tells the story of the game. It's the Chocobos couldn't stop the pass attack, and the Vipers could not stop the run. What ultimately lost the
Am I
Vipers.
posting them in the
was
Simmer
Boston.
channel again?
Yep.
This is why you draft a power forward, guys. What?
So I'm still showing that you're on the... Okay.
Yeah, I hadn't clicked yet.
Van Hooligan, what's going on?
And just because of how noteworthy this game is, I want to take some time to actually look at the stats and talk about them.
Oh,
Austin
yeah.
Runnick with an 82 overall rating.
54%
Still
completion.
Just 3 and 3.
You know what? His interceptions were less costly in the long run. They were able to stop a couple of the drives.
I got it, by the way.
Only 24 attempts as well, which was
Yeah,
a very
Rune,
good choice.
as we're going to see in the next tab.
Hand off to Rune, 581 yards, 24.2 average.
Let's
Just could not be stopped.
No.
one on the Vipers seemed
And
to
it's
have
9
invested in
touchdowns
tackling.
a record?
no. So
9
remember, the
yes.
9 touchdowns is both passing and receiving because the
I know,
stats
but it's
go
still
weird.
9 total
That's
touchdowns.
still
Yes,
a record.
that's
that
still-
outscores any team in
Yeah.
any game before this.
I think Manto Rune set the single team score record alone. Atsuko, sorry, my bad.
We'll see Rocket Man stats in a little bit.
So
there.
this game is a great case for the whole like offensive and defensive player of the game because obviously it's Rune on offense,
Obviously.
but Asado like really shouldn't not be mentioned.
No,
I
not
think
at all.
we should name Rocket Man defensive player of the game.
I
can't.
disagree. Rocket
Like,
Man
he
played
actually
lights
had
out.
Yeah,
Asado did fantastic. That is true.
I think that's discredit to Asado and to Rocket Man, who honestly
Yeah,
played
like-
a great game.
like when he plays
Are you
like
good with
shit,
this,
I'll
by
be
the way?
first guy to, yeah, I'll be the first guy to attack him. But like, he made so many phenomenal.
Rune was the #1 receiving target as well. Durden
Yes.
was targeted more, but Durden had a nasty drop and some just overthrows on those outside routes. But Rune just knew how to get yards after catch.
So Rune
Yeah.
had 7 rushing
700
touchdowns. 7 rushing touchdowns on the night.
and 700 all-purpose yards.
Yeah. And I like, as Time Consumer was saying, if we fantasy football Rune would have scored 129 PPR points.
That is beautiful. Dude. Thank you for. Wow.
Just crazy.
And by the way, 5 receptions on 6 targets. Just to be that efficient a receiver, on top of being that amazing a running back.
Just
Running
wild.
backs should invest in hands.
All right,
Catching routes.
defense, please.
3 interceptions, 7 tackles for
Think-
Masato.
This is the first time Voigt has not gotten a turnover in a long time.
Body McBotterson with 12 tackles was pretty impressive.
I mean, really, it's hard to make a case for anyone but Asado on defense.
Oh, yeah.
There was that linebacker who got the interception, but he's a linebacker. Asado just always won his matchup.
I'm surprised at the lack of sacks. After the big rush game.
The difference wasn't in offensive line play. The difference really was Rocketman was offloading, and the defensive line for the Chocobos was not as lethal.
Could you scroll down, please?
Yes, but it's not worth it.
Okay.
Still got to
Sweet.
count Rune's 1 tackle.
We really don't, yeah.
Never have, never will. All right.
And our defense not quite as impressive. Reed with 7 tackles. I mean, that's good. Masters showed up with
Lockington
four
with
with
The
4
newly
tackles
signed
and
Dragon Master
yeah.
from the Chocobos.
I had 2 tackles.
Lockington had an interception. Who was it who caught that first interception in the end zone?
That was McBotterson.
McBotterson with the clutch interception. Probably the most impactful of the game. Set the momentum that eventually
It gave
led
us
to how
it
close
gave
was.
us the hope, and I will never forget.
Bro, who even are these teams? I'm sorry, Nikita. We're up next.
Let me know when to scroll.
Yep.
Looks like we don't have anything there.
Oh, never mind. Yeah.
Receiving yards. Noble with some great catches, but Ozark just
Wow, Ozark had a night.
63
So,
yards per
so
attempt.
3 receiving touchdowns for Ozark.
Every time Ozark got a catch on one of those long routes, he was gone.
Every time he got a catch.
Yeah, every time.
That's all you have to say.
Yeah.
Just Ellis as well with a fantastic Ellis Banks, Ozark Woods.
The whole
Everyone
group.
had a fantastic receiving game,
With the exception, I don't know, Rico is
I
on
had to
the
post that in the
Coyotes.
Vipers.
with the exception of Body McBotterson with no receptions.
Yeah. Let me know when you're good.
Yep. I just wanted to savor that a moment.
Noble with 181 yards, 10.1 average, a very good running game, honestly.
Yeah, it's what we needed from him. I mean,
2 rushing touchdowns, got plenty of first downs, just a very good game. And then Bodderson, who got 2 attempts for some reason, averaging 2 per carry. I wouldn't say, nameless name,
So-
I would not say that rushing performance would be called a great game. He didn't have as many attempts or pure
I
yardage.
think
as
he's
other
just
guys.
saying like 10.1 yards per carry.
The YPC is pretty good.
Yeah. But I,
mean, the-
think it's just pure number of rushing yards. We typically, from top end running backs, we see like 200 plus relatively.
Are you
consistent.
good, Colby?
Yes.
Oh, Phantom is here now that the game's over.
111 passer rating.
Rocket
Wow.
Man puts
That's
up
a
the
record.
best
That's gotta be a
quarterback game
record.
we've seen.
That's a record.
That is a record. All 7 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, playing like a
500 yards.
500 yards. What a fantastic game.
What a great game from Rocket Man. Flat out.
And like I said, what really impressed me was the lack of sacks. I mean, there were like 3 or 4 plays where the defense was on him, and he still completed for a first.
He was just lights out. Honestly, he was the better quarterback this game.
Rocket Man got
Runnick
the
was along for
Yeah.
the ride. He didn't.
Rocket Man
Runnick
got
was
the
there.
ball out of his hands faster than Jimmy Garoppolo.
With his eyes open, too.
Somehow, for some reason, he opened his eyes. He
Let me know when you're
realized
good.
they can't sack me if the ball is not in my hands. 68 completion percentage is like this is like, aside from those 4 interceptions, this is just like a real life good quarterback game.
This is a great game.
I mean, it's 7 touchdowns. That would
If a-
be an all-time NFL record.
Yeah, but he did lose out on that.
Is it? I think
interception
Foles
battle.
has 7.
So it would tie the record.
It would
Okay.
tie the record, yeah.
Yeah.
And the season Foles did that. He only had 2 interceptions all season. So
That was the
Yeah.
Chip Kelly Foles year. It was great
Yep.
year.
no, that was give the fucking respect where it's due. That was the Deshaun Jackson year
That's true.
because he was gone the next year.
Pruitt,
Yep.
Sang, Foles, and Manning have done 7.
Yep, that's true. Foles tied him. All right, are we good with this?
Yep.
Just a fantastic game to watch.